So I really wanted to start this video off with what's up, Chuckle Nuts, but these are unscripted. So I'm telling you what I thought to say, but that is not what I introed with. I'm telling you what the thought was, but I'm not actually using the thought. Guys, I'm so excited. Okay, so first off, you already know what this is. Yay! We've got all kinds of pretty goodies to show you tonight. And no, this video is not sponsored. And no, I don't believe there are ads on these. But I don't know, YouTube be doing weird stuff sometimes where they throw ads on videos. Like, there was one video that I did a long time ago, and I believe there are ads on it. But I'm not getting anything off of that. So, I don't know what that situation's about. And I wanted to show you all that this is actually the necklace I'm usually wearing. I know that you might not. This is why they do that stupid hand thing, because it focuses the camera. The more you know. So this is usually what I'm wearing in these videos, is this. And I like it because there's gold in it. I like the red beads. And this is clear quartz, and I'm a sucker for some clear quartz. But today I have new jewelry from my bestie. And so I have these moth earrings that look, they're the same. They're the same. I don't know how my bestie did it, but I was like, oh yeah, I've got this little mobile that's super cute and it's got a moth on it. And I took a picture and she's like, interesting that you say that. And then she sent me tonight these earrings. They're so cute and they have little amethysts in them. They're adorable. I love them so much. And then she also made me this bracelet. Well, I think she had this bracelet and then was like, oh yeah, you can have it. And it's like rose gold skulls, which I love because the totem that I have that represents my like my ancestors, I have a tiger eye skull that represents the ancestors. And then she sent me this. It's a moth. Look at it. Observe. Excuse me. That was about to be bad. But yes, look, and there's a little skull in the center. Oh, isn't that cute? Love that shit. So I'm feeling super cute tonight because I got new jewelry on. I did a video earlier today and it was about a lot of things. It was about authenticity. I had some spiritual vibes, feeling that somebody's family member, auntie or uncle had shit to say to them. Words of encouragement. But I felt very impassioned and emboldened. Again, I don't go back and watch my videos, so I wish I knew what I had said. Hey, 3 minutes and 3 seconds in my video. So if you're watching this video, and this is the first video of mine that you've seen, there's a video entitled Kendrick Lamar, Authenticity, and Tyler the Creator 808. So go back and watch that video. Because 303 to me is the numerology symbol for universal love, and in that moment I felt that that's the video. There's some of you, go see that video. The rest of you can hang out with me, or you can go see that video, you can come back, but I have a feeling this one's gonna be long too, so we'll see. It is currently the 26th, no, crazy girl, it is the 23rd of December at present. And it's crazy because now that my family is in an apartment, we moved out of a relatively large house into an apartment, and we're not used to not having space to put a Christmas tree. First world problems. So we just weren't gonna do one. I was like, I mean, we don't have to spend that type of money. We really need to put the money towards things that are necessities like bills. But there was some left over, so we were able to get a tiny Christmas tree, and it's so cute and I love it so much. It's so small. I want to start a tradition where I get a little Christmas tree that I decorate and send it to the family, and I'm like, hype me up, fam, glaze me, nigga. But yeah, like, I would love to do what I really want to do when my sister and I move out, because I just have a feeling that's coming. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I don't know when it's gonna happen. 4 minutes and 44 seconds as I started to say that. I don't know when, how it's gonna happen. I know nothing. I just have a feeling that my sister and I will be moving out on our own. We'll be doing our own thing. And I am really excited about that. Like I just feel it in my gut, and it's something that I have been just on this whole manifestation train with. So we gonna see. But what we want to start doing is we decorate for the holidays. Like we go apeshit for that. I love, back when I was living in an apartment with my ex, I was very big on getting like the welcome mats for the door, and them being holiday themed, and having a different wreath for the different holidays hanging on the door. For the fall, I bought 2 birds from Hobby Lobby, and they were so cute, and they were knitted, and I set them up in the apartment. And then I had like cinnamon. I love the cinnamon broomsticks. I love the smell of cinnamon. Oh my gosh. Actually, funny enough, my favorite time of the year is actually the fall. It's the fall. Even though I get really cold, the fall is nice because of the smells, the sounds. Speaking of the smells and the sounds, get your water, bitch. Get your water right now and have some. I'm doing better with my water intake. Not that you asked, but I'm doing much better than I was before. It tends to happen when I just refuse to drink anything else, and then I'm thirsty, and then I'm like, well, the only thing I can drink is the water. So I've been doing that. Drink your water. I know some of you are like, no, fuck you. And then your various soda forever. Like, you know, I know some people are just really against water, and I get it. I mean, I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get it. I can understand the whole, it doesn't have a taste or it tastes funny. I get that. I'm a thirsty bitch, so I'm gonna drink my water. But, yeah, like upon moving out, one of the things I'm most excited about, I'm gonna be posting pictures all over Instagram. I will not be stopped. I am gonna decorate the shit out of the apartment for all the holidays, because I actually am always looking for an excuse to celebrate. Does that mean I'm always looking for an excuse to party? No. I actually like my peace and quiet at the house, at the cribbo, if you will, where all my snacks, drinks, mobile games, video games, board games, all of my shit, where my books are. That's what I like. That's my shit. But I enjoy celebrating holidays so much that I now also, on top of like a couple of the like Christmas, Thanksgiving, I think those are the 2 like US, like the kind of standard. And then of course New Year's. But I also celebrate the Celtic holidays. So Imbolc is coming up. Very excited. It's essentially, it celebrates the time that the winter solstice is over, and we're going to be transitioning from the winter into the spring. 8 minutes and 8 seconds as I say that. So if you're a person who celebrates the like pagan Celtic holidays, hello, welcome to the page. I love those holidays. I mean, put emojis that represent the holidays. Like put like a Christmas wreath or a tree or something in the comments. I would love to see them. I love the holidays. I think Samhain is my favorite though. And for those of you that don't know, Samhain is it's essentially Halloween, except you focus on what you're thankful for throughout the year. You know, it's dealing with the cold. You know, the fall, we're moving into the winter. And then just for the pagan holidays, so much of it is being grateful. So much of it is remembering and reflecting on where you've been throughout the year, where you'd like to go, and stuff like that. And I just love them. I love them so much. It's just really great. And then, of course, like St. Patrick's Day, I don't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day because I don't have heritage there for obvious reasons. But it's just a ton of drinking, man. And I've become such a lightweight. I can, like, it depends. Like, I can have, like, maybe a shot and a half and I'm lit for, like, a whole hour. I save money. I save money on my vices now because I'm such a lightweight. And I love it. See, if you only do things every once in a while and then your tolerance goes down and then you spend less money, you could still get litty in the city and not have to break the bank. You know what I'm saying? You know, frugality, if you will. I don't know why, but that reminded me of Maggie Smith, who I think has passed. R.I.P. to Maggie Smith. Her being McGonagall in Harry Potter, just amazing. She brought so much sass to her role. Like, she and Snape in the movies, fucking hilarious. Like, if you're watching them and you're not watching the main characters whenever they're on screen, fucking funny. But watching tertiary or background characters in any movie, funny as fuck. Funny as fuck. What scene am I thinking of where that guy was in the back dancing off beat? In Star Wars. In Star Wars episode... Is that 5? I can never remember. And to anybody who's super into Star Wars, I know you're going to tell me in the comments, and I appreciate you. But it's the episode where they are being taken to the Sarlacc pit, and on Jabba's little, floaty ship thing, and they're headed out into the desert, there's music playing, but if you watch the people in the background, there was no music playing because they're not dancing to the same rhythm at all. But I mean, there are people here that are dancing to no rhythm. And just because you're in space doesn't mean that everybody has rhythm. So maybe that was done on purpose. I don't know. I highly doubt it. What else? Any Disney Channel movie. Go watch it and watch the people in the background. They look confused as fuck all the time. So funny. I love it. It's hilarious. Oh my gosh, these earrings are so cute. But yeah, these are my ramblings. I'm just kind of rambling right now, having a good old time. Did I have any notes? Did I have anything that I wanted to share? IDK, my BFF Jill. Do you guys remember the freecreditreport.com guys? I have a feeling I did a post about this on TikTok a while ago, but I think about them randomly. And I'm like, where'd they go? And I have a feeling I looked it up. I completely forgot. This is what happens when you have, I can't even say it's selective memory, because some stuff just sticks and some stuff just doesn't. Like, I'm never going to forget that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Never going to forget that. Also, back in school, some of you may remember, some of you may have watched. In math class, we used to watch these cartoon videos that were very, like, you would sing along with the songs. So I remember my 3 times tables because of that song. Because these motherfuckers were on some 3, 6, 9, 12, 12, 15, 18, 21, 21, 24, 27, 30. I was in the class going the fuck off. I was like, oh, this is a fucking bop. Like, bruh, no, they're tricking you into learning. Speaking of tricking you into learning, if anybody in the comments here has not seen In Between the Lions, Lions, that is how you spell that. Go watch a clip. Just go find a clip and watch In Between the Lions. That was my shit growing up. I was a big PBS person. I can't even say kid, because even now, I watch Kipper. I'll go on the computer, I'll watch Kipper. I don't think this was on PBS, but the Pippi Longstockings movie. If any of these memories are sticking out to you, I would love to see in the comments who is on the same timeline that I was on, because there's some stuff I watch and I'm like, I swear nobody else watched this, because when I was in school, nobody talked about Pippi Longstockings. Nobody talked about Kipper. Nobody talked about, was it Sagwa? Sagwa the cat and her cat friends? The big comfy couch. Out of the box? Guys, these are fucking bangers. These are fucking bangers, bro. Go watch them. I would say get lit. Get lit and go watch those. For those of you who are in states where marijuana is legal and you are of age, go soar high up there and go watch some kids shows. I guarantee you it'll be a good time. To the locations where it's not legal, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. I would recommend you not do this to yourself. Under no circumstances should you do this. I want to do a watch party at some point. I heard that people were doing it during COVID, but I was just so incredibly antisocial. I was like, I'm glad I don't have to talk to people 6 feet. Like, I was not feeling the socializing. I was so happy. And then I got mad because I was like, wait a minute, like I can't leave my apartment, because we were in Boston at the time. And I was like, wait, I can't leave my apartment? And they're like, no, because your entire apartment building is inside. So if you go out of your apartment, you could run into people in the hallway. So we were just trapped in our apartment. Oh, it was terrible. It was awful. It's like, but you have video games. It's like, yes, I do have video games. But sometimes I want to go outside and see the sun. Sometimes I want to inhale fresh air. And then it was just, is the term indignation? It might be. I don't know what that means. I would look it up, but I'm recording on my phone. But I was just like, I refused to wear a mask. So I was like, I'm just not going to go out, because I was like, I'm not going to wear a mask. And I have a feeling, I don't have a feeling, I know at that time I was really going through kind of a crisis in my mind, because I had learned that during slavery times, trigger warning, they used to muzzle slaves, and that fucked me up when I saw it, when I was made aware of a lot of the atrocities that happened during that time. And so I was like, no, I'm not wearing a fucking mask. Like, the fuck? Like, I had a really, really hard time coming to terms with that. So I was like, I'm not gonna be out here getting other people sick, so I'm just gonna fucking stay home. So I just didn't leave my house for weeks, or the apartment. And then shortly after that, we were able to move to states that didn't take it as seriously. Hello, Florida. Florida doesn't give a fuck. Florida as a state, I appreciate the location for what it has given me and what it has taught me. But it quite literally is the Wild West out here. People don't give a fuck, bro. They don't care about their lives on the road. They don't care about their lives in crowds. They don't care about their lives anywhere. People are just out here doing crazy stuff. The type of shit I see in Walmart, bro. The type of... I've seen at least one ass per Walmart visit. I don't see this stuff happen at Target or Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Again, I'm not sponsored by anybody. But man, look here. When you gotta do what you gotta do, you gotta go to Walmart, bro. Because them prices is sometimes unbeatable. But Walmart's falling off, man. They've gotten to the point where they don't even be stocking their shelves like that. They'll just roll the cart out there and be like, grab it if you want. It's crazy. But yes. Listen to that. I love it. I love it so much. I don't know why I was talking about that before. And yes, I do be looking at myself when I do these videos, because I think I'm so cute. I love how I look. It took me forever to get to this point where I loved myself. I remember a family member of mine, very, very Adventist. I was looking in the mirror and I was on some, yes, girl. Oh, she's serving. Oh my gosh, look at the waist. Like, I was feeling myself. And she was like, what's all this vanity? I was like, Auntie, if you don't get the fuck up on my face. Like, you have no idea. I didn't tell her this, but I was like, you have no idea how long it took me to actually like being myself. And this was one of the aunties who was always on some fucking, well, you know, your sister's prettier because she's lighter than you. My sister, who is 3 years younger than me, is maybe half a shade lighter than I am. Like, our family seriously had some, internal, prejudice. Where it's like all of the dark cousins were shat on. Like, the aunts and the uncles didn't fuck with the youth that were dark. And then the lighter you were, the more people cared about what you did. That shit wasn't cool. We're breaking generational curses out here. No, none of that. None of that. Everybody gets this love. And then I've got nieces who are, I believe they are, so they're West Indian. What is it? No, so they're West Indian, they're African American, and they're Puerto Rican. And they are some beautiful babies. And just hearing people be like, oh, wow, like these are lighter than the other one. Shut your bitch ass up. Stop this stupid ass shit. It irritates me. People, there are some people, I'd be like, damn, like, I'd be looking at them like, man, this person's attractive as hell. Look at him. And then they open their mouth and disappoint you. I know there's some people who've probably watched my videos and be like, damn, she cute. I heard her Shaki no Uta video back in the day. Let's see what she talking about. And then I start talking and like popping my shit and, you know, being on my bullshit. And they're like, ew, scroll. Which I wouldn't blame you. You got to do what's best for you. Keep your peace. Create, build your recommendeds and your For You pages brick by brick, baby. Build that shit. Because I know I build mine. There's a ton of ASMR stuff. Video gameplay, clips. I'll be laughing. I'll be feeling so good when I look at my recommended page and everybody's like, the world is going to shit. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. My page is nice. It's positive. I feel happy when I look at my page. I mean, except for when it's like, oh, this person has passed. Like when James Earl Jones passed, tear. When Jungkook from SHINee, not Jungkook, Junghyun from SHINee, when he passed, I was in tears. I will not forget. I was at work. I was living in Boston, and I had just listened to a couple of songs of his, and I was like, oh my God, he gets it. And then I saw that he had passed. And I had to take the day off of work. I had been making fun of people before that. I was like, they're celebrities, calm down. But I felt that shit because I felt like the music that he wrote, it really resonated with me on a deep level. I really appreciated his artistry that he put out there. And then seeing him in interviews and seeing him talk about things, like he had a really great perspective on life and he just cared about people. And it made me sad. I was like, there's just a bunch of fuck niggas out here walking around and you take another one of the good ones. I was so upset, bro. I was so upset. I could not be consoled. My then husband was like, can I get you something? I was like, bro, it should have been me. I was so unhappy. I was so unhappy. I still listen to his music. Like, it's so good. Like, ugh. The feelings. What's the song? 하루만 이래도 하루만 이래도 이렇지마저 그날따나 왜 그렇잖아 다시는 이른데 너를 두고. What song is that? Just for a Day. I love that song. I love that song so much. It's so good. And then also the other one, I don't know the Korean name, but it's Only One You Need. Go listen to it. It's so good. It's so good. I love it so much. He was an artist. Rest in power. But yeah. I don't really know. We're just rambling. We're just having a good time here. I know some of you watch my videos for the relaxed vibes and I get really excited about certain things, so I'm sorry about that. My bad. It's really funny. I actually went with my sister to go see some lights tonight, some Christmas lights. It's something that we realized is that our family, like when we were younger, we used to go do stuff, but then as we got older, just my parents got more tired. They got more busy with stuff they wanted to do. So now we don't do, like, we'll do things every once in a while, but we don't do like the little stuff that we can do. And I'm noticing it's 23 minutes on my timer. So go do little things that you've always wanted to do. Like why would you not? So like going and seeing Christmas lights. Like, I think it's so beautiful that human beings, and I know some motherfuckers gonna be like, capitalism. Shut the fuck up. Let me be magical. Human beings created Christmas lights so that other human beings can stare at them. There is no other purpose. They're just to be stared at. Nobody puts up Christmas lights to do any serious damage or to do anything serious. If anything, having Christmas lights up runs more power. So it's like you have them just to stare at them, just so people can enjoy them. And yes, some people are like, my house is gonna be the best one on the block. And to those of you who take Christmas seriously, you take the holidays seriously and you decorate, thank you. Thank you. Because I love driving through neighborhoods, slow as shit, and looking at the lights. I have seen people looking at the car like, hey, what you doing here? I'm like, hey, yo, you were the one with the Christmas lights, okay? So if you didn't want people to look at them, why can't I see them from the highway? But anywho, my sister and I went and we saw some Christmas lights and we walked together and we just talked. And it was so nice. I appreciate her so much. I appreciate all my siblings. My youngest sister, actually saved my life. Trigger warning. I don't want to be here. I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. I was like, I voluntarily want to exit. Stage left, stage right, stage where the fuck ever. Like, every time I was driving, the thought of, I could end it all right now. It used to happen all the time. At a super young age, because when she was born, I was 10. And at 10 years old, I didn't want to be here anymore. So that lets you know. Whenever people are like, a 12 and a 13-year-old are not old enough to make decisions, I'm like, yeah, but we're apparently old enough to have anxiety and depression and be stressed as fuck. So, I mean, figure it out. But when I was 10, I didn't want to be here. And then my little sister was born. And I remember holding her and thinking how beautiful she was. And she had this precious little smile on her face. It was so precious. And I was like, wow. I was like, well, I can't leave her. I can't leave her. Because my family was like as dysfunctional, you know, as a lot of people's. And I was like, I'm not leaving her with this. And then I got older and I moved out and we didn't really talk. We weren't super close. But then when I moved back, I was like, no, like, I want to be close to her. Like, I have to be. Because my other two siblings, we grew up together. So it's me, and then my sister's 3 years younger than me, and then my brother's 3 years younger than her. So, like, we grew up pretty close. But my youngest sister, I didn't necessarily have that opportunity. So when I got to a point where I was able to move back in with my parents and be there for her growing up, it was a blessing. And she says that we started getting really close early on, but for me, the moment that I realized that we were close was when she got her first boyfriend, and she called me, and I was one of the first people she called, and I literally was like, we did it. Like, I was so happy. I was like, that's crazy that I'm one of the first people she thinks of to tell good news. Send a text message right now to a person who, whenever you have good news, you think to tell them, and thank them for just being them, for being the type of person to who you want to tell things to. And those people are awesome. And you're probably one of those people. If you're not, it's probably because, like myself, you don't have a lot of friends. You keep that circle small. It's literally a period. It's not even a circle. It's a dot. But, yeah, she is the whole reason why I was like, I'll stay. I guess I'll hang in there. And then there just became more reasons to stay around. And, you know, I've had challenges and struggles, but life is good. Like, overall, I have so much to be grateful for. I've had the privilege to do so much, and I can just feel in my spirit that all of the growth that I am going through, like, man, I've had some, like, repeat stuff pop up that I used to go through back in the day, and the way I've responded is wildly different. Like, this is one of the reasons I think journaling or recording videos or voice memos of just kind of your life, like, every day, I think this is one of the reasons it's so cool, because you can see how you've changed. You can literally read your thought process. My ex, at one point, I was like, no, when I was with you, I thought X, Y, and Z. And he was like, there's no way that you know what you were thinking back then. And I was like, bro, I literally have journals. I do know what I was thinking back then because I wrote it. I literally wrote all of my thoughts out. And he was like, oh. I was like, yeah, get on my level, nerd. Like, get yourself a journal so that you know what's up. Nah, but but it's nice to be able to go back and read through it and see how far you've come when it comes to certain things that don't bother you like they used to. Like, certain things used to really bother me, and they don't. Like, at some point, I was out in public and they called me a nigga with the hard R. And at the time, you know, I'm small, so I was like, they're fighting words, but who am I fighting? You know, my weight class is literally, you know, an apple. So the fuck am I doing? But then I had that same situation happen like 5 years later, and I was like, that's funny, you're hating. You're a goddamn hater. That's why you feel that way. And your face is wrinkly. And your feet are ashy. Oh. It was a funny situation. I've now realized when I get insulted by people, I am looking at their situation and I'm like, wow, your insult actually tells me more about who you are than it says anything about me. Now, sometimes I'm like, am I a busted ass bitch? If somebody calls me something or if they say something, I'm like, no, let's dissect this because they may have a point. Because I'm always looking for an opportunity to be a better person. That's just me. I love it. It's fun work. And I might be, what is it, a masochist? I think it might be a masochist. I might be. I'm definitely a glutton for punishment because I'm always like, I need to grow. I'd be on it. My spiritual team be like, stop, calm down. You don't need to work on anything this week. You are good. And I'm like, but it hurts so good. And they're like, oh my God, we can't with you. Like, I love the memes that be like, when you're doing stuff and your spiritual team be looking at you like, bro, they're so done. They're so done with me. They're not, but I feel the look sometimes. I'll be like, but is it really gonna happen? And they're like, we sent you the numbers. We sent you, literally, we showed you in real life and on social media relationships that reflect exactly what you've said that you've wanted. And it's not even vague. Literally, you'll walk past a couple in Walmart and you'll have said, oh man, I really wish that I could be with somebody who'll sit down and do Legos with me. And you literally walk by a couple in the store and the guy's like, babe, I'm thinking of getting you Legos for Christmas. How the fuck do you feel about that? Like, like they give me all kinds of shit. And then I give them shit. But yeah, it's an interesting time to be alive. Ooh, yeah. If I did a jazz album, would y'all buy it? No? I don't know if jazz is like, I feel like easy listening is more what people be doing. I'm not doing a jazz album. You know how much it takes to do an album? If you're a musician, you probably know. That's a lot of effort. That's a lot of work. That's when I figured out something that I wanted for many years I wasn't actually about to do. Because I was like, first off, touring? Bro. It's not for me. I like sleep. I love sleep. Like napping, oh my gosh, that is something that I'm hoping happens in my relationship, is that my man's likes to take naps because I love to take naps. And a majority of the people that I've dated have been high energy people who want to be out all the time. And I think it's because of that whole opposites attract thing. They always want to be out, and I'm like, but the house has all of our shit in it. And they're like, but new experiences. And I'm like, but the same experiences with video games. They're like, come on, let's have a good time. And I'm like, no, I want to do that. But yeah, bruh, I'm a sucker for a good nap. Let's get the sleep going. Like, I remember I went to Universal for my sister's birthday, and that shit was fun. It's the first time I had ever been to Isle of Adventures. You should go. It's incredibly fun. Try to go off season. Try to go when it's cold. I mean, it's always busy because it's Florida. But if you go during the off season or like during school, when the kids is in school, like September is a really good time to go. And we went and I loved it. Bro, the Velocicoaster, my guy. If you like speed, ride that shit. Yes, that one, Hagrid's Ride, bomb. It was amazing. I loved it. But we went, why did I start telling this story? Where's the memory? Where did it go? The fuck? Where did it go? We went to Universal. I had a good time. Ooh, my scalp is itching underneath my wig. I need more wigs. I got this wig from Amazon, I think for like $20, but Temu has them for cheaper. I need more wigs. But yeah, I went to Universal. Why was I talking about that? Do you know where the thought went? Help me find where my thought went. But yeah, no. I went to Universal and had an amazing time. It was great. 10/10 would do it again. I got a halo headache though while I was there. This is something that I've experienced twice in my life, and it's absolutely terrifying. And if you've experienced this, you got to get to a doctor, my guy. Because when I went in, what happens is I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, ha ha ha, kiki, everything's great. And then all of a sudden, in one of my eyes, it's usually my left, it will be as though, like, you know when you push your eye in, and then like if you're a weirdo and you like will sometimes just push your eye in and be like, oh, look at all the sparkles. It's like that, except it starts as a circle, and it doesn't matter if you close your eyes, you'll still see the circle, and then the circle just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then I can't see out of this eye. And it's happened twice in my life. And then a massive migraine happens afterwards. I went to my doctor, and my doctor was like, yeah, those are called halo headaches, and they make you more susceptible to like having a stroke, which means there's certain types of birth control that I can no longer take. So be careful out here. Be careful. But that was a whole interesting thing. So we ended up leaving early because I ended up having to go like to the medic place, which at Universal, listen, the medic people, so nice. All of them were attractive. I was like, I can't see. Oh, hi, I can't see. Can you help me? Like, oh my God. Ugh, I'm falling. Oh, I dropped my books. Oh, like it was one of those situations. And my sister's like, you in here sick and still trying to get your flirt on. I was like, listen, an opportunity's an opportunity. But yes, it was a great time. My sister paid for me to go because she loved me. And I was like, thank you, girl. She's amazing. No, I love her so much. She's the best. I will sing her praises just every day if I can. Tell the people you love that you appreciate them. Tell them you appreciate them. Because I know people who are like, they know. But why would you not tell them? You talk about all kinds of other bullshit. You might as well tell the people that you love them. And don't be weird. It's not weird to tell somebody you love them. I mean, unless, like, in a cultural sense, that's not what you do. I know in some cultures saying, I love you, you know, and you don't have to say that. You could just be like, I appreciate you. I appreciate all the shit you do for me. Whenever I call you or text, you be listening. You don't hang up on me immediately, you know? I just had like a random piece of my dream last night pop up. Sometimes I don't remember what my dreams were, and then I'll be doing stuff randomly throughout the day, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, this thing happened. I don't remember. It's been down this whole time. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I like to take naps. I just feel like I'm not gonna be shocked if if somebody watching this is like, yeah, I know everything about her. I'm definitely interested in her. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, my spiritual team is like, do a more intense dating profile by posting authentic, vulnerable videos about yourself. That would be weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yes, having a good time. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I did today. Other than the other video, I listened to Chromacopia, I listened to Kendrick's new album, GNX, and that was amazing and life-changing. I had some chicken wings for lunch. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Didn't really have a whole host of things that really happened today. So I think, let's do some deep breathing. So somebody needs this. So inhale with me. Keep breathing. Fill up all the extra space in your lungs and in your ribs and in your upper back. And then exhale. Breathe it all out. Feel everything contracting. And then breathe in. You should breathe in through your nose, but I can't hear anything when I breathe in through my nose because my nostrils are so tiny. So I hold it. And now exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out again. You know what's goated? If you don't listen to Manhattan Transfer, I definitely think you should. Manhattan Transfer is amazing. They're a vocal group, and they've been around for forever. Go listen to Manhattan Transfer. Any song. I really wish, I don't know if they've done it, but I wish that they would do from Peter Pan, the second star to the right shines in the night for you, I really do come true. Like, it's just so good, the vocals, it's amazing. Manhattan Transfer, like, their voices are amazing, they're so good. Those were a lot of my lullabies growing up, were Manhattan Transfer songs, which is really good. I think that's all I have for tonight. So, I'm glad you could stop by and see me and see how I'm doing and listen to me ramble on and on and on. And I appreciate your time. I hope you have a very blessed evening or morning or afternoon or wherever you are watching this video. And I hope to see you again real soon. Alright, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'll holler at you later.